while since I uploaded a video, and today I'm filming my Fall TBR. I've been having a lot more hours at work than I normally do, and this started during the booktubeathon and sort of just continued from there. So I've been really trying to figure out how to fit filming into my schedule. This is my cat. He'll be in the video because I decided to film outside. So I did decide to film this video outside. My cat has finally calmed down a little bit. I did this because it's such a nice day out today, and it's like the perfect temperature. It's not too warm, not too cool. There's a light breeze, but the sun's out. It's beautiful. So recently I've been trying to figure out how to fit filming into my schedule with all my new work hours. So I'm hoping that I can at least get a few videos up each month. So today I'm doing my Fall TBR. I'm doing all of the books I hope to read this fall. There might be a few more, like I didn't get Raven Boys from the library yet, but that'll probably be added on here. I tried to make them all fall themed, or like somewhat creepy, or happening in the fall, just because since it's becoming fall now, I'm really excited and really wanting to get into those types of books. They'll really fit my mood because I'm so excited for fall this year. It's one of the first falls that I'll be able to spend at home. And my sister and I have even made a bucket list of things we want to do this fall, which I will probably be uploading vlogs for. So if you see vlogs, don't be afraid that I'm going to stop doing booktube videos, because I'm definitely going to continue doing them. I'm just probably going to vlog some of the things I do for fall as well. I'm hoping to make 1 or 2 update videos a month of where I am in my Fall TBR, maybe some reviews, and the books that I've read, books that I'm reading so far in each month, to hopefully keep myself on track. So now that I've explained all of that, let's get to this giant pile. The first book on my list is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. My sister has been begging me to read this book for probably at least 2 years now. She picked it up at the library a while ago and absolutely loved the whole series. I haven't seen the movie yet because I haven't read the book, and I'm not going to do that. I figured fall would be a great time to pick this book up because it's unusual and a little bit spooky, I think, and just the themes of the peculiar children and the creepy photographs that are inside it will be really fitting for around Halloween. So I figured I would finally take her recommendation. Getting farther towards December, probably late November, early December, which is sort of winter, I'm going to reread Shiver. This is by Maggie Stiefvater. I can't say her last name, but I loved this book when I was in early high school, and I never read the whole series, so I'm really excited to pick it back up again. It gives me very fall-winter vibes because that's basically the setting of it. There's a lot of things to do with temperature, and temperature dropping, maybe making people change. So I'm really excited to read this again. Then we have my sort of beat-up copy of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I'm currently reading this one, but my goal is to finish it and also read Prisoner of Azkaban before the end of fall. Hopefully I'll even get to the 4th one because I know I'm already behind on J.K. Rowling's challenge, but I'm getting through them still, so that's really important. The exciting thing is, the 3rd one, I've never read the whole thing. I've only read about half of it, and I never got past this in the Harry Potter series, besides reading a few chapters of the other ones every time I tried to beat the movie coming out as a child. So this is super exciting. I'm finally going to be past where I've always gotten to, and I'm finally going to read all of them. Next we have Jacoby, which is another book my sister's been dying to get me to read. She never told me anything about it until we were in Barnes & Noble last week. That's when I finally read the back and was like, oh my gosh, I have to read this. Why didn't you tell me anything about the plot before? I would have picked it up right away. It kind of seems like a supernatural Sherlock Holmes type of thing. One thing I already love about it is on the back cover, it says, R.F. Jacoby Investigative Services, Assisted Wanted, $8 per week. Must be literate and possess a keen intellect and open mind. Strong stomach preferred. Inquire at 926 Arger Lane. Do not stare at the frog. And there is a frog on the back of it, on the poster. I don't know what that means yet, but I'm pretty excited. The next book that I have is The Night Circus. I did say I was going to read this for booktubeathon. Didn't get to it, but I did download the audiobook. I am finally going to get to The Night Circus. I am determined, and it'll probably be really quick for me because I have it on audiobook, so I'll just probably listen to it all in 1 or 2 days. Then I have this book, which I picked up in Barnes & Noble a few weeks ago. It's called Night World by L.J. Smith. The reason why I picked it off the shelf is the cover. All of the covers look something like this, and I think they're beautiful. They're very interesting in the way they're designed. And then I read the front, and this reminds me of Shiver. This is really the reason why I picked up Shiver again, because the print is the same color as the outside, which is very similar to that series. But this seems to be about vampires. I don't know much about it besides that, but I had to pick it up because it's so beautiful, and why not read another book about vampires when it's going to be fall? So I'll let you know how this goes. Then I have a book that's been sitting on my shelf for quite some time now, probably 2 years. It's called Dead House, and it's by Dawn Kurtagich. It seems to be something about two souls in one body and a mystery with a fire, and it sounds really spooky, so I'm excited to read it for fall. Oh, I have it upside down in the book jacket, but it's the type of book that has like case files and things like that on the inside. Then, of course, I have the 3 Sarah J. Maas books of A Court of Thorns and Roses. So I did get almost halfway through my second reread of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm still reading it, although I must say I'm pretty proud of myself because last fall I was super busy and I read this, and it took me the entire semester to get through this book. So it's been way better, and I have faith that I'm going to read this, as well as these 2, and all of those that I already went over before fall is over. Then we have my favorite book in the world, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Obviously I have to reread this one as well, especially if I want to get to the 3rd book. I will not mind rereading this at all. It is so beautiful, and I love Rysand. Court of Thorns and Roses is a little bit of a struggle just because I know how much of a tool Tamlin is now. But it's interesting to see all of the little hints of what comes in A Court of Mist and Fury in A Court of Thorns and Roses that I didn't catch on to before because I had no clue what was going to happen. Lastly, I have A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I have not read this one yet. Cannot wait to read this one. It will probably happen in December. I'm feeling like if I have to wait with any of these books, it's going to be Linger and A Court of Wings and Ruin, simply because I have the 2 other Sarah J. Maas ones to read in fall. So this might be added to my winter TBR, but if I have enough time, definitely going to get to it. So that's the end of my fall TBR. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you're reading for fall. Are you reading any of the same books? Did I make you interested in any of these that you might want to go pick up yourself? Are you reading anything that you think I should definitely add to my TBR pile, even though this is already ambitious for me? Alright everyone, I hope you all enjoyed it. No one wants to see your butt in the photo, okay? So needy. Don't push over my pile. You're getting me all a mess.